Hey everyone, I am Knott's Berry fan as usual, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 3 most intense roller coasters related to G-Force. These are the 3 roller coasters with the highest G-Force ever recorded, so let's get right into today's video. So on today's list here at number 3 is Moonsault Scramble from Fuji-Q Highland. So this ride is sadly currently no longer in operation. It first opened in 1983, and then it of course closed down in 2000. So the G-force on this ride, there isn't an exact amount, but on this ride there was somewhere in between 6.2 to 6.5 G's of G-force, which is very, very high compared to a lot of roller coasters that you have probably ridden. And the way this ride is very, very crazy. First, it lifts you up a hill, kind of just like a boomerang, and then it lets you go back into this weird loop where it pulls most of its G-force, and then of course up the other hill, and then it rolls back the other way just like a boomerang. So this is a very interesting and cool roller coaster to look at. But even though that ride is closed, the next one on this list is currently in operation. So coming in at number 2 on our list with 6.3 Gs is Tower of Terror from Gold Reef City. So this roller coaster, of course, first opened back in 2001 and is still going to this day, making this ride over 20 years old. And this coaster is surprisingly very simple. It simply just lifts you up this hill, and then it just drops you straight down this hill into a hole, and then after that it just takes you back to the beginning where you end with a brake run. So it's a very simple ride, but it's crazy that it pulls so much G-force, and it's really surprising that this roller coaster is number 2 on the list. So the number 1 most intense roller coaster in the world with a massive 12 Gs is the Flip Flap Railway from Coney Island. So sadly, this ride only had a very short run about a century ago. From 1895 to 1902, this ride was in operation, and it was the very first ever looping roller coaster ever created. So sadly, we don't really have too much footage from this roller coaster, but it's pretty crazy to see that this roller coaster had so much G-force on it. That is just so incredible that it had 12 G's of G-force, and I can't believe that this ride only survived 7 years. I wish it was still around today because it would have been so impressive to see this today. So that is, of course, going